Hello, Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your 1111 reading. Let's get into it, Scorpios. Talking to you wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart. Wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart. Not just your sun sign. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Wherever it is in your houses. Pull your birth chart, please. Whether it's Scorpio is your MCIC, if you're on the cusp of Scorpio. I am talking to you. If you want any birthday giveaways, congratulations to you. So let's get into it, Scorpios. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it, Scorpios. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. So happy 11/11. You may be watching this video on November 10th. So let's see what's in your video. This video is for November the 11th through November 18th. Let's see. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. Knight of Pentacles. So somebody's working really hard. There is a young person who is a bit of an open book here. Somebody's working really, really hard with a young person who is or something that you have been, well, it's two parts of this, but something that you have been maybe working hard on. Your anxiety about something is coming to an end. But a lot of people have been possibly talking about somebody behind their back. Somebody is, maybe looking at something on their cell phone. But kind of like behind closed doors, it's just not the best of feelings right now about something, right? So looks like somebody's been trying to keep busy with just working hard, feeling like somebody's walking a tightrope. About something. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah. And so it's just saying you can free yourself at any time. You can free yourself at any time. Free yourself at any time of just being around ruthless energies. You can free yourself at any time. At any time. Free your spirit at any time. Right? Somebody has enough knowledge at this point to free yourself. You have enough knowledge to free yourself. Right? Here we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. You have Ten of Cups. So, Source is saying to you, you want to live in peace and you want to live in harmony. And when you're talking about what you have in common with somebody, living in peace and living in harmony, that should be the focus, is living in peace, living in harmony, and not in conflict. Aligning yourself where something is just all about money, all about the material world, because that's what we're starting out. It's like somebody's like, I've been working hard, I've been working so hard, and I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere, but this is presenting itself, and it's so tempting. I could just have this amount of money, if I'm just, and I know what it feels like, talked about behind your back with loved ones, and I could just I just feel free. But so Source is just saying to you, somebody has some decisions to make. Somebody really, really has some decisions to make. Somebody has some decisions to make. So get some rest. Get some rest. You have decisions to make. You have some decisions to make. So yeah, somebody has just been working really, really hard, on something. And this really is about, the reason why you got so much air out here, because there's been a lot of talking about something. Somebody has just kind of, like I said, been open, been talking about a lot of things. And what somebody really can relate to is, behind closed doors, somebody just feeling like you know, nobody will help them when they've just been at their lowest point of just being just like people talking about them behind their backs, and just, well, why you got all these people around you that say you love you, but you won't even help somebody, right? But then you got the other part to it is money, right? You got somebody that's saying, here's the bag, here's some money, you know, your problems will go away. So I don't know whose situation that is, you know, I don't know whose situation it is, but where somebody feel like they can just live in peace and live in harmony, right? If they just say something that somebody's crazy, right? Somebody's crazy. Somebody say something dark about somebody. Somebody say something about somebody's mental health. Crazy, right? But remember, they can tie somebody into a cycle. Eight is the infinite number. It looks like an infinity symbol, right? And that's why Source is saying, get some rest, because the energy we send out to the universe comes back to us. And so Source wants you to do the mirror work. Like, look in the mirror. And when you look in the mirror, and if all you see in the mirror is darkness when you look in the mirror, that's what's going to come back to you. So when you're saying, when you look in the mirror, all you see is darkness for yourself, and you're saying that about somebody else, that's what's going to come back to you. 8 is a karmic number. 8 is a karmic number. Right? So, Queen of Pentacles here. So you got some energies that's saying, that's, somebody is presenting somebody with something that's basically saying, usually with the Queen of Pentacles, there may be like a white rabbit that's saying, okay, go down this rabbit hole, right? And saying, like, go down the matrix, go down this rabbit hole of something. But what may be a fairy tale for one may end up being a nightmare for somebody else. Excuse me, maybe it end up being a nightmare for you. May end up being a nightmare for you. Right? Here's the 5 of Cups. Right, may end up being a nightmare for you. But somebody's going to end up lamenting over something. So somebody's going to end up in a nightmare. So you have to decide who's going to end up in a nightmare, right? Justice. So 2 energies may end up in a nightmare. 2 energies may end up in a nightmare. All because somebody stopped talking to somebody. All because somebody may stop talking to somebody. All because of someone's lifestyle. Because that's what this is. Because somebody stopped talking to 2 energies because of somebody's lifestyle and decide to be ruthless and try to cause somebody a nightmare. So they were crazy, said a bunch of dark stuff about them, and money was involved. Money is involved here. So, yeah, trying to blindside somebody. So, Source is saying to you, again, you got a lot of hurt energies who are trying to hurt somebody, who's trying to cause a nightmare. So, Source is saying, get some rest. You get some rest. You get some rest. Because I can assure you that, looking at the cards here, that some people are in the dark about some things. Let's see. Let's see here. All because somebody stopped talking to somebody or some people. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Yeah. So, so if somebody wants to, somebody like, I don't know if somebody, I don't know, because you stop talking to somebody, somebody wants to fight you. Like, what in the world? And that's what makes it so strange and so odd about this. So I don't know if it's because you stopped talking to somebody. And you see this right here. Right? Somebody actually got their fist up. Like, that's just ridiculous for an adult person. Like, you think something is, like, what's wrong with somebody who would want to physically fight an adult because they stopped talking to somebody? Like, what in the world, for real? What is going on, right? Why would anybody want to physically there's something else going on here. All because somebody stopped talking to somebody. You definitely dealing with some ruthless bullying energies. Yeah, here's justice and judgment. Somebody feels like they're being judged. They either feel like you judging them or they judging you, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If somebody feels like, okay, you're not attracted, because water is you're somebody dealing with some very thirsty energies. You know what I'm saying? When you think about water, like somebody dealing with some very thirsty energies. They just don't even make any sense. Who's overthinking something? All they sitting around doing is just thinking. All they doing is sitting around just thinking, right? Just ruthless, just thinking. Okay, so you don't speak to somebody. Like, this whole reading is just ridiculous. When I look at it, right? And they just sitting around thinking. Just you thinking about, you go from somebody being an open book who could possibly be depressed behind closed door, possibly be depressed, just maybe wanting to just finally get some rest. Just be working. Just like let's add some logic to it for real. Somebody who could be, just a workaholic, really, just working, trying to break, trying to, make somebody who is trying to maybe work for two energies who just like maybe working them to death. Like, okay, you need to make money. Like, you need to just work. You just need to work. Some kind of image. Like, you just need to work. Imagine a young person. That's what this is, like a young person who is just working. And being judged. You're not working hard enough. You're not working hard enough, right? And they just depressed behind closed doors. Somebody's just not working hard. All they want to do is get some rest, right? And then blindsided by, okay, they just ruthlessness. But again, source is saying it happens not only with younger people, it also happens with older people too. It's like they work. And see, King of Pentacles is not just money. It's not just paper and coins. It's people who, when they try to take a break, and people are used to seeing this person online all the time, they're constantly working, and they see like constantly working, and they don't see them working as much. Somebody need to take a rest. Somebody need to relax, rest, maybe spend family time if that's the case, you know, just to kind of just take a breather, hit a reset button. All of a sudden, people like this, they mad, they trying to create a nightmare. Negative conversation, drama, jumping to conclusions, all kinds of stuff, just ruthlessness. So that's what I'm saying here, you know, in your cards, like you don't have somebody doesn't have a moment to even think to themselves, right? We have high priestess, excuse me. So yeah, so somebody doesn't have a chance to think to themselves, have a chance to think for themselves without being judged by two types of energies who are vain, vengeful, green with envy, who all they want to do is this is the mindset of energies who are vain, vengeful, green with envy. And there's two types of these energies that are like this. They're ruthless. They don't care. Judgmental. They would literally, the judgment card connects us with death, rebirth. Literally will work a person to death. Literally. Will work a person, just ruthless. They don't care. A person could be crying. It will work a person to death. They don't care. Just ruthless. Drive a person crazy. Don't care. As soon as a person stops talking to them, they want to fight, like physically fight a person. So something is going on here. Something is definitely going on here where somebody is crying. Somebody is lamenting over something. It's a younger person who was an open book. And they are depressed. They're trying to get some rest. And they're around some energies that they were completely blindsided by. And now it's a nightmare for them. Complete nightmare. And all they're hearing is all this dark conversation. Possibly about you being a witch, a dark witch, or you into some kind of dark witchcraft. So if you have kids or you have nieces and nephews, remember this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you have grandkids or whoever you are who is tuned into this channel, King of Pentacles is not just about money. It could be somebody who feels like they know enough about you. That could also be King of Pentacles. And somebody who is bought into this idea that whatever you do, you know, behind closed doors is dark magic, Scorpio. That they are in somebody's ear. So if you have kids, grandkids, or whomever, they could have done it to your kids, you know, talked all this horrible stuff about you behind the ear. They got somebody into this thing. They don't even have a moment of rest. All they do is cry. They just sad, depressed, tearing their mental health up. Source is saying, if, you know, that's not making somebody mentally stronger. You know, all they just doing is crying. People are just ruthless. But today it would be like cyberbullying, right? Cyberbullying. And a lot of times people don't consider that. They just like, you won't tell their kids, you need to come offline. When you come offline, it's time to have a conversation about what dark magic really looks like. That's what this is. And make sure you're not doing it to somebody else's kids. Like engaging in some other kind of conversations. So somebody is spending a lot of time. Here's the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody is, like I said, spending a lot of time either planting seeds in a younger person's mind connected to you, or either you're the one that's planting seeds in the younger person's mind connected to somebody else. Either or, source is saying, you got the Justice and Judgment card out here. Somebody is crying. Somebody's planting a lot of seeds about somebody's lifestyle. And it's ruthless. And somebody, that's the energy they in. So, I don't know whose reading this is, but like I said, that sword cuts on both sides. And all I can say about this particular Knight of Swords energy is like somebody feels like they just want to run away. Like somebody feels like they just want to run away. And I really hope that this is not somebody's child or grandchild who just feels like this. I'm sending out prayers for real. I hope somebody's child or grandchild does not feel like this. That they feel like they in some kind of caught in the middle of swords just flying around, just negativity. I hope it's not somebody's niece or nephew or somebody, because this is like, could be two people. It could be a young lady and a young man, you know, in the midst of some mess. Something is pretty intense. Here's the Lover's card. So somebody needs to make a decision about something. Somebody needs to make a decision about something. Yeah, like I said, somebody is behind closed doors, depressed. All these swords in their back. And somebody just feels like they just want to run away. They're tired of fighting. They're tired of fighting. They're tired of the nightmare. Somebody is tired of the nightmare. Tired of the judgment. Tired of all of it. They're tired of crying. They're tired of all of this. So, the holiday season, all of that. So, let's see what else we got going on here. So, I don't know who is being ruthless, but let me see. It's a lot of thinking going on here. It's a lot of air. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of thinking going on. So, what's retrograde? Mercury is currently retrograde. So it's saying slow down and think. Slow down and think. Slow down and think. Some decisions need to be made. Some decisions need to be made because not everybody is practicing dark magic behind closed doors, but that's what somebody is basically judging you on. Somebody is saying you're practicing dark magic behind closed doors. And somebody has made a judgment call that you are practicing dark magic behind closed doors, and somebody's son or grandson or somebody is really depressed, or cousin, male cousin, somebody is behind closed doors very depressed. All these swords. Tower card. I think Scorpios sometimes forget that somebody's being used as a pawn in a chess game. I think sometimes Scorpios forget just how intense you all can handle things because you all are ruled by the death card, right? So y'all enter the world intense, y'all start and end stuff intensely, right? But that kind of stuff will literally cause the normal person to break, like really, really break. There's only a few other signs that can handle that. There's only a few signs that can really handle what Scorpios can handle. But what I'm looking at here in the cards, what I'm looking at, whatever sign this is, no, yeah, here we have High Priestess card. So, I keep trying to tell somebody, somebody, instead of somebody swinging swords, somebody we need to be looking at what you got in common with somebody. That's why it's a heart chakra cleanse needs to happen here. Heart chakra cleanse needs to happen here. Get the money out of the way. A heart chakra cleanse needs to happen here. Somebody is being used as a pawn. Nine of Pentacles. So it's just trying to bring everybody to financial independence. Yep, so Source is giving you some time. So it's giving you some time to think about some things. So get some rest. Get some rest. And get back to your memories. Go back down them steps in your memories and start thinking about some things. This is not a competition. Something is not a competition. 10, 10, 10, and 10, right? Yeah, so what Source is trying to bring back to somebody's memory is like, motive. What is the reason why something began in the first place? What is the motive? What is the reason for all of this? Like, go back through your memory. Go all the way back through your own memory in your own childhood. What is the reason? What is the reason in your own childhood? That's what Source is trying to tell you. What is the reason? Why is somebody so intense? Why does certain subject matter cause this level of intensity for somebody? What is the motive? When you go back to the first sword wound in your back before you got to 10 swords in your back, what is so intense for somebody? That's what you have in common with somebody. So, all right. I mean, did somebody break somebody's heart? Because that's the first 10 of swords. Is like the sword goes right to power and intellect. Like, who in the world does somebody hurt somebody that bad? Somebody that you love, like a family member. Where did that first sword come in? Because, there's a card. Yeah. Yep. It's like somebody just wants to take some pain out on them. Somebody wants to like to take some pain out on somebody just like that. Somebody is just real, like, anytime you see this Knight of Swords here, like somebody wants to just take out all of this hurt on somebody. All right. So, pray and meditate. Pray and meditate. You have the gift of premonition. Crown, it's time to do a crown chakra cleanse. Something that's not as deep as somebody thinks it is, but somebody's ex was on an assignment. Yep, somebody's ex was on an assignment. That's the part a lot of people keep missing. Like, all right. Somebody's ex on an assignment, and it looks like somebody's ex was on an assignment, and people are taking it out on the wrong people. Yeah. That's why you got so much. That's why so much head and heart are at war. And I know you all hate like the intensity of things. Like everything has to be this intense. Everything. The Source is trying to give somebody an opportunity. That's why you had this wheel card. That's why you had this time here. So it's like I'm trying to give you some time. Trying to give you some time, get some rest, sleep. This so you're dealing with hurt people who like to hurt people. So it's time to heal your wounded self and love up on yourselves more. Peace is paramount. Time to ground yourself and listen to your intuition. Drink more water as a form of self-care. If your gifts have increased, and don't cast your pearls before swine. In other words, don't waste good things on people who won't appreciate them. But somebody wants the best for you. Oh, somebody wants to call you. I guess somebody you were dating or something, but they haven't changed. All of this, it's time to do a deep heart chakra cleanse. It's just time to do a deep heart chakra cleanse. Because It looks like all this is coming out on other people. That's what this looks like. Okay, just take what resonates with you. But it looks like all this is coming out on other people. Yep, emotions are running high. Emotions are running high. That tower could fall either way. Abundance. All right, so that's the number 5. So gratitude. I am blessed with this life. I have all that I need. I lack nothing. All is well and I'm whole. Each day is a new gift. I am supported. I'm grateful for all that I have. So if someone's grateful, what is all of this? If you're already grateful, what is all this overthinking? Get some rest. And move past lamenting over something. Move past lamenting. Move past lamenting. If you're really grateful, move past lamenting. That full moon, as we get closer and closer to a full moon, your emotions are running high, but put all that energy into opening up some books and learning something new. Go get some fresh air. You're going through a metamorphosis. Going through a metamorphosis. So hopefully that helps somebody, because I'm seeing, like I said before, we got the 2 High Priestess energy here. So I don't know what somebody think this. Maybe somebody think it's War of the Worlds going on. Somebody want to fight for a title. Like, I don't know what this is, but yeah, something not that deep. Something is not that deep. That is what I have for you. Source needs to say somebody need to go back. Somebody need to go back through their mind. Something is not that deep. Something is not that deep. But somebody got some decisions to make. Somebody got some decisions to make. Decisions. Like I said, somebody's son, grandson, something having to do with that. So that is what I have for you. Nephew, something is having to do with all of that. Father, something is having to do with that. But number 4, I am stable. When it's all said and done, somebody's going to come out of dark emperor energy, or thinking that it's their way or the highway, right? That's what it's going to boil down to. Somebody's going to say, you know what? Still a divine being of light who's had a human experience. So you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. That's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Happy 11/11. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.